about a year and a bit ago, I had I had a lot of Achilles tendonitis. And I did all the usual stuff, right? So I looked in the books and I said, okay, well, you do physiotherapy, you do ultrasound, you do stretching. So I did all that and it was just terrible. Like it was just really difficult. So I couldn't really run. And it was like a year I did it. Now I normally do sort of shorter fasts, a lot of 24, 16, 24. I did some 2-day fasts and so on. But a friend of mine said, well, he had tennis elbow and he did a longer fast and it really helped him a lot. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I should try it too, right? So I did a 5-day fast and really the tendonitis was like 70% better. It was just stunning to me what a difference it made because there's not actually a lot of literature on that and tendonitis, but clearly the 5-day fast was very anti-inflammatory in that it was really settling down the inflammation that was at the cause of this Achilles tendonitis. So it was very striking. I thought, man, maybe it's just a coincidence. So then, about a month later, I did it again. And again, it was like 70, 80% better after that. And then I did a third time and then it was completely gone. I'm like, this is crazy because I can't find, there's no literature on it. There's anecdotal reports, but that's not really evidence, but there's nothing in there. But I'm like, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't matter what the studies say. If it helps me, it helps me. And that's all it is. But the data has actually been increasing. So these modified 5-day fasts, there's a lot of data now to suggest that there's a lot of benefits to them, not simply the weight loss and all that sort of stuff, but also decreased inflammation, perhaps a bit of anti-cancer effects. And what happens is that when you do the longer fast, you really pump up that growth hormone. If you remember during fasting, your insulin drops, but these other hormones go up, and that's the counter-regulatory hormones. So that's things like cortisol, which does go up, yes, but also growth hormone and sympathetic tone. But growth hormone skyrockets as you go. So they've done these studies out to 5 days. And what you see is a bit of increase in the first day. So if you're doing 24, 36, you're getting a little bit of increase. But by the time you're getting 4 or 5 days, you're just getting a lot of growth hormone. I suspect that may have helped with a lot of what I felt.